Good afternoon, everyone. How are you? We are live today going to look at fall fashion. I have been looking at it all week and I'm super excited to share it with you. How is everybody doing? And welcome to this live stream today. I love the fashion I've been finding up on Amazon for the fall, and these are just going to be about 10 or 11 pieces today that are my absolute favorite pieces. And I'm starting out right with the one I have on. If you're going out to occasions, we're going to look at a couple of sweaters, a couple of dresses, and even a pair of shoes to match them for you, as well as a handbag. So hello, Kelly, nice to see you. So welcome into the live stream, and I hope today that you're going to find something that you absolutely love. I mean, fall is kicked off already. Well, we're kicking fashion off for fall. It's everywhere, and I love these pieces. So let's get started, and I'm actually just going to start with the dress that I have on because I am in love with this. Whenever I was doing the video for it, I just decided I wanted to go out to dinner and wear the dress, even if it's early. If you're going to be a wedding guest somewhere, or you have a cocktail party, or maybe you're just going out for a really dressy evening, this dress is absolutely gorgeous. And that is my take on it from start to finish. It has a flow on it like no other I have tried on. I love this. Now that I'm doing this, you can see through here that I've actually got a second layer because they stacked that in there for us already. So you don't have to worry about doing that. And then it's got this really gorgeous floral design. I'm going to bring it up so that you can actually see this, because the floral on here is a velvet, but it appears to be a satin when I'm standing back. And it's just so pretty. And that's what I kept admiring whenever I was doing this. And I obsess when I find stuff like this. So first, let me talk about this. The sleeve is actually clear. Look how pretty. This is not itching me if you're asking me this question. This is a soft material, and you can see how it moves in my hands. No snagging on here. It's just really a lightweight material, and I do love this look. Now, as far as it does, right? Now, as far as this goes, when it's in the light, look how it looks over here like satin, but when it's up close, you can definitely tell the detail on here is a beautiful velvet. So really pretty. And also I want to mention, I mean, for all of us ladies, we're always looking, is there stretch? There is, and you can see that because that's one of the things I looked. And before I go away from up here, I don't know if we're calling this a cowl or a drape, a cowl or ruching, but I will tell you this is absolutely gorgeous, and it just lays so nicely on here, just so you see kind of what the neckline is. Now, the unfortunate part about this is you are going to have to find some type of undergarment that you enjoy wearing. So it might have to be a strapless one underneath here, unless you can figure something else out. I have not figured anything else out on here. But this is off the shoulder. Ooh, and I should show you. It's not going anywhere. I wore this for hours when I was doing all this. It has this line of silicone all around it. So really, really nice. Just comfortable. And this comes over to here. Then it comes in and down. Look at the waistline. Nice and stretchy, and then you have flow. What do you not have on here? You do not have zippers, you do not have snaps, you do not have buttons, you just put it on. You also do not have pockets. That's the only thing you don't have. But it's absolutely gorgeous, and if you are looking to go out for the season somewhere special, definitely check this one out. And I do think it comes in other colors. Everything is down on the carousel for you tonight. I'll keep the carousel moving for you so that you can look at sizes and colors and figure out where you belong and all of that. So this is what this one looks like. And again, the brand on this one is ZESICA. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, another dress from ZESICA. At first I put this on and I'm like, oh, what is this? This is super cute. If you are a petite girly, you are going to love this because it will hit you above the knee. It is a tie back over here, so you're going to have control as to how much give and take you have pulled in on the front. So you'll be able to bring this in, see what I just did, by tying it, or let it out and relax it. That is something really nice to know. The tie back is in the back. Now, honestly, I tied it, but I had to have my husband do it one time as well. The material is a little heavier on here, so if you don't want to put like an overcoat on here, you may not have to if you're going out and you don't really want to carry something something inside, that would work for that. It's nice, it's beautiful, it's long sleeve. You have more or less a almost a boat neck on this, is what I'm going to call it, almost, but not really all there. And it just has such a nice flow, and you have pockets on this. Now again, if you haven't been with me before, I'm Dana, Amazon influencer, and I show all Amazon, I show a lot of Amazon fashion. You can check out my storefront for the videos to see this one on, since obviously I have the other dress on. We're not putting this on right now. Really cute. It styles up gorgeous with heels. And when I styled it up, I actually style it up like this to give it a pop of color. So that's an option for you as well. Really nice dress, comfortable, fitting, very true to size. I will tell you, you're going to use your bust line on this one to get the sizing right. What is the material like? It almost feels like t-shirt material on here. And stretchiness. Yes, there's stretchiness, look. And it's very comfortable on. I just really loved this because when I was playing around with this a little bit, I had it at first just tied really loosely. And then I'm like, no, I want this to come in. I have been working so hard on me the last 2 years that I want to show and define. But if you don't want to, you kind of just let it go and it just hangs like this and it still defines beautifully. It has a nice little skirt on it and it just has a nice little flow. So if you're looking for that little black dress that's shorter and not longer, she's your girl. I have a two-piece set. If you work and you have to go day to night, night to day, this is something you're going to want to check out. It's very pretty. First of all, it has gorgeous pants on it with wide leg. Did I put that up in the bottom? Yeah. So these are just beautiful pants with a beautiful drape. Now I will tell you, being petite, these are a little long on me, and I kind of bumped up the size because when I do my videos to show you what things look like, I kind of want to make sure I always fit, and I wasn't sure, but honestly, these have an elastic waistband, so you don't, like, there's a lot of give in here, which I didn't understand when I was reading the write-up on here. They also have pockets. So wide legs are going to allow you to style these up with your stiletto boots, your ankle booties, your heels, your flats. They're kind of going to run the gamut for you, which is nice to have a pair of, like this, you'll see the other part in a second, a pair of pants like this, because you can wear it with the shirt that it comes from or the blouse, but you could also style it up on its own. These are nice and wide and stretchy. The material, look at this. Okay, it's not overly stretchy, but it is stretchy. And this waistband is the story. I mean, let's say you're sitting at work, you have to do a lot of stuff, and then you have to go out at night. You don't want something like pulling and restrictive. This is gorgeous for that. Think about cruises as well. If you need something with some flow to it, but you want to be a little dressed without being overdressed. Now you really could dress this outfit up, and I need to bring the top out at this point. Look how pretty. I did the, I guess it's the two-tone, I want to call it white, but I don't know if they're calling it white or black. I just can't remember. I just know how pretty it looks on. This is kind of like that thicker knit material, and it is like with a sheen to it. No, I'm not snagging anything on it. Yes, it's comfortable. Here's what it looks like. Okay, right here. And is it sheer? No. Just wear a neutral with this one. And what's the story here? You have this little side thing, which I think is a nice piece. So the little side is where your ruching is. So, you know, I call ruching the forgiveness factor. When it's ruched, you're really not seeing what's going on in here. And I'm a big fan of that because, you know, I have my good days and my bad days. Let's face it. We all go through the same things where we're so excited and then we're not so excited about, you know, wearing a certain outfit. So this gives you that flexibility because it's got the ruching across the belly area. It's a little forgiveness, if you want to call it that, because it kind of hides. And also it comes down, so it brings the eye down from the top to the bottom. You're not like dead on headlights, right? So yeah, things I look for in clothing, just because those are my pieces. I don't know who else is like that. And then you can tie this, or you pull this, I'm sorry, tie. You pull this as loose as you want, or as firm as you like to come across. Just a little accent piece on here, but very forgiving. And when it's with this, this is just fire. So you have this gorgeous outfit. Yeah, thank you, Kelly. I do. I love this color. I know they have other colors, but I was like, you know, black and white is just chic. It's classic. It's timeless. The material on here is so comfortable. And I kept thinking day to night, because I do a lot of stuff. Sometimes I have to get dressed in the morning and I am done. I go. I go to event to event to event. Then I'm like, okay, I got to go meet these people for dinner. And you got to have an outfit that works for that. But you could also use this for a work formal. I would see this as a beautiful outfit, you know, in corporate too. So if you're looking for an outfit that's nice and versatile, I've spent way too much time telling you about, this is going to be one you want to check out. Check her out down on the carousel. So many different colors down there for you. So if you prefer a different one, again, the white is not very sheer. Your way around that, what I always call it, the correction factor, is just wearing a neutral with it, which would be a beige, not a white, because the white will show through. I've always noticed that. So your neutral is going to be like the nude color, the beige color, and almond color. Really, really gorgeous. I put this one on. I think it is up on my Amazon Influencer storefront, and this is something else. So if you're a person that's looked at Bodycon, but you're like, I don't know how I feel about Bodycon. This, she makes you feel good. It is gorgeous on, and in fact, I ordered up, I think, a size too big. The nice thing about the Bodycon with Merokety is this thing, they stretch. So it's on you, but it's never on you, okay? And it's lined, and there's no buttons, no zippers. Like, here's my husband. Okay, it's like 7:45. Dana, we have to go. We have to go. Okay, I'm looking for an outfit. Okay, I just fly into one piece. We fly out the door, and he doesn't have to keep tapping his foot, moving the car keys around. I'm ready. I go out the door. So this is one of those outfits, and you look all put together. You just need to figure out what shoes you're going to wear. Are you going to go with something almond or nude? Are you going to do like a pot de soie? What will you do with the dress? You have so many options. So it's the shoe thing that'll hold you up for dinner. Don't worry. Been there, do that. And it's gorgeous. So I want to bring this up though. This look, okay, these are like stitched on here, just so you know. I call it the raffia satin, even though that's not the right term. That's me just telling you what it's like. So if you know raffia, and then you know the satin material, look. I mean, this is so gorgeous. The detail on here is just knockout. And they don't just do it on the front. They wrap it all around. Now, what I do like is there's nothing covering up here like, hello. So it's free and open, and there's just nothing to stare at. And that is something I'm very conscious of when I look at clothing, because if I've got two things up there and it's pulling attention, I move away from it. This dress is not doing that. Like I said, I sized up on here, definitely didn't need to. I want to talk about this just for a second. So basically, I'm going to try to pull her apart without pulling it apart. You can see this is like a little layer of mesh right here. Look, do you see how clear that is? And then you have the slip lining underneath. Now, I'm going to pull it up because this will give you a good idea of how Bodycon works. The first time I experienced it, I had just had a child. I wasn't sure how it was going to work. And then I put it on and it had the slip dress underneath. I'm like, yes. So the slip dress is going to be your thing that stretches for you. The top is going to stretch too. The mesh has, look, I'm pulling it, the mesh, but the bottom is your girl because she stretches and moves with you. Look, 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 look. So like I said, if you haven't done Bodycon and you're like, I really want to, I'm going to call this your Bodycon starter because she's got stretch and nothing else going on here. Just a very beautiful dress. Oh, and I almost forgot. I don't know how I forgot this. Look at the sleeves on these. So no matter what color you get, it's going to be beautiful, but this is the one I chose. But look at the bell sleeves. I mean, it's just so pretty. So going out, cocktail parties again, wedding guest dress. Maybe you have a special event. Dress her up, dress her down. But this one is definitely a dressier dress, especially with this detailing on here. Isn't that so pretty? I'm just in love with that. So that's how I pick the dresses. When I see a design, I'm like, yes, and it hits in all the right places. Again, I sized up, should not have, definitely enough stretch through here that I didn't even need to worry about it. And I think, yeah, on Merokety, there's a sizing chart. If you go down, 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 Amazon's chart's there. You read a little bit about the material, about the dress, and then you zoom down and you'll see a bunch of models and the dresses. And then you'll find the sizing there. Look there for the dress size and do like a cross between the Amazon sizing and their sizing, and you will come out perfectly good. I'm doing all the dresses right away. All right, so if you're just joining in, thank you. Thanks for coming in tonight. We are taking a look at some fall fashion, and it's with those ZESICA and Merokety, really pretty dresses, and I have some sweaters for you too. And then I should have told you this, and I skipped right over, so I'm going back for a second. So when I looked at this dress, I'm like, ooh, what can we match her with? Look, I went crazy. Now these come in a bunch of colors, but these are nice evening bags. And I do believe I popped this on here. Let me make sure, because I didn't want to forget it. Here it is. It comes in so many colors. What do I like this for? It's fancy. And it comes with this pearl right here, the pearl. Look how that is. I love this. This is like, so yeah, I'm here, pretty, pretty. And then it also has this little chain link on it. This goes crossbody, but I'll tell you this, I am definitely more this when I'm putting on a bag than that. But it also snaps, and kind of everybody always is like, what's the size of the bag? What are we going to fit in here? Okay, so I couldn't find my wallet right now. But I put in 2 iPhone 17 Pro Maxes. I mean, I think that's the equivalent of a thin wallet, like what you would take, and a purse. And yes, and then your clothes. And this is what the feathers look like up close. I think this is a really pretty bag. It's satin trim underneath. Look at her. And I did it in white. Really, really pretty bag. If you're looking for like an evening bag, check out the carousel for the different colors. And look how cute she is. I mean, I just love it because it's not just part of you, it's another piece that accents, that gives a color pop, that gives a little personality. And I'm all about personality, so this is definitely a bag that I carry around, but I wanted you guys to be able to see it, even for weddings. Like, she could be pretty for weddings too. So you could dress this up and dress it down. And there is like rope in between here, so it's nice and solid. Is that so different? Like, it's so dressed up and then you find there's rope in between there, but really, really pretty handbag. Hey guys, if you are seeing stuff that you like tonight or any of the pieces I'm presenting, please make sure you hit that heart button. It means a lot to me when I'm doing these presentations. And then I kind of go back and look at everything and I'm like, oh, we should show more of this. So please let me know. All right, so this is gorgeous too. I thought Christmas, and that's all I kept coming up with is Christmas. Pretty, pretty bodycon. Again, this fits like the other black one. If you're looking for a starter piece, it's gorgeous. The color is divine. Now, what I want to talk about, and I actually left a little bit undone because I always believe in transparency when I'm sharing these clothing outfits or all of the outfits with you. So do you see how beautiful the material looks? When it comes in, you will need to iron it or steam it, whichever you choose. Let me see if I can still, I left just a little bit. It almost looks like a print going through it right back there. Do you see? So you need to use a steamer. That's it. Just so you know that it's going to come in and need steamed. This has a gorgeous boat neck on it. It has stretch to it. Stretch because it's a bodycon. The arms have stretch. The velvet is absolutely gorgeous. This is going to be on you and give you a beautiful silhouette whenever you have it on. This is just a bodycon dress, one piece. You have the lining on the inside. Now they do have a lot of colors in this. Look at this. This is just such a gorgeous material. It's sheeny, it's pretty, it's soft. I mean, I think this is just so beautiful for the season that's upcoming, and you could figure out everywhere that you could possibly wear this. I actually think that this is one of the few that you could actually dress down just a little bit if you needed to by putting a little sweater on top of it, like a little shawl sweater, if you wanted it to be like a little less, because it is definitely a little more whenever you don't have, whenever you just wear it straight on. I could, and this is going to rock. I don't know. I love, I'll show you what I love. I did this and I'm like, I don't want to take it off, but I really am glad that we're still just in the summertime. But look at this. I put her with my furs. Oh, it is so pretty together. And I see this for a couple parties we have to go to. But oh my goodness, right? So that's the contrast on there. She's Christmas ready, ready for any of those things you have to do. And you know what you'll love? There's no zippers on here. It's just easy on, easy off. I will show you underneath as well. Oh, I should have bring up, you have a nice slit in here. And that's important for the walking, especially in the Bodycon. So that's in the back. I should have called that out and I apologize. And what did I miss? No, I didn't miss anything to tell you. A little bit of side ruching right here, which is nice. So it's where it's pulling in. It has a little ruche right there. And I'll pull this up for you just so you can see underneath. So there's your material underneath. And you'll see that it's not a separate on this one. Just a gorgeous dress. So if you're wondering what it looked like, there it is. And you could see that ruching right here when I'm here. That's nice to have underneath. Little forgiveness, right? I jumped into this and didn't even pay attention to the order. We're just going. All right, we're gonna look at a beautiful sweater. It has little ties on it and I steamed the ties out. So I wanna talk about steaming and clothing just for a second. I find that steaming clothes, it's really important because it releases the fibers. And when you release the fibers on these clothes, they feel soft and they hang really well the way they're meant to be. So I always say when you get the clothing in to steam it, and it will make such a difference. It's not, I'm not ironing, I'm steaming, and look at it, it just set it all right. And I love this one because it's super soft and it's not nubby. It has stretch to it. Look at this. This is beautiful with jeans, with heels, with your boots, your ankle boots, with your leather skirts. It has so many options. And the nice thing is this is a generous cut. So this is not your slim cut sweater. This sweater has a nice flow to it. And it's not going to just be clinging. So if you're looking for one sweater this season that isn't like more slim fit, this one is it. It's not going to take away your gorgeous silhouette. It doesn't have like flow to it. It just hangs very nice. And you can see that right when I have this up on here. And it's so pretty. The accent on this is the piece that is just stunning. Look at that. And I'm going to bring the material up because that's the number one thing. Like when you're looking at it, how does it feel? What does it look like? Okay, so we'll go from the front. Look at your stretch here so you can see stretch. So this is something you could definitely put layers. Let me bring it here for you. You can see the garment fibers right there just so you see. Buttery, buttery soft material. The same material on the inside as the same material on the outside. And I'm going to flip this cuff up for you. Nice and stretchy at your at the wrist line. It inverts if you want it to. Here's the beautiful bow. It comes all the way around. It's just very nice. And I'm going to show you while I'm up this close. Look at your waist hem, right? So nothing here is saying, oh, you know, tight, clingy. It's just a beautiful sweater. There it is from the back. Here it is from the front. And I believe my color is wine. Is that what it's called on there? Wine, burgundy? Take on here. Yeah. All right, so this one is your long sleeve fitted sweater with a peplum on it. I've talked about peplum on the bottom a whole lot before. I have 3 black sweaters, so I'm a little bit confused as to which one I'm showing right now. Okay, so I've talked about peplum before. What is peplum? It's this little ruffle down here. What's its purpose? Well, again, I was talking about this before. It's forgiveness, in my opinion. If you want to wear a tighter pair of pants, maybe that you're not like so comfortable in. Like I have a pair of leathers that I'll put on, and when I put them on, I'm like, I don't know if I can go out like this. And then what I do is I find one of these in my closet, and now I have this new one, and it has this peplum. So it's forgiving. It's actually hiding this little area like right here to here, and all the way around right here to here. So where the jeans might be the tightest, but it also has another use. If you are wearing something slim and fitting that you love, like a leather skirt, and I have one of these too that you just want to rock out, and you want to be a little more conservative, this will do that as well, and it looks elegant together. The deal with this is you want to wear something slimming on the bottom to keep the flow, because up here it's going to give you more flow. Down beneath you're going to have something a little more slim fitting on. Now if you want to kick out the bottom again, you could put on a pair of slouchy boots. So if you want to have flow, tight, and then flow, go to the slouchy boots. And I show those too. So that's a way to get your flow moving on there. The sweater itself, you can see the peplum right here. It almost looks like a little piece of a skirt. You might call it a ruffle. It is right there. Can you see that through the camera? I can never tell. Then you have these gorgeous buttons down the front. This is actually fitting very true to size. This one is bust driven. There is actually stretch in the body itself. However, I'm going to say, whenever you are looking at this, do consider that you don't want this to be super snug up through the top, because you're looking for that little bit of relief maybe. Look how pretty. It's really gorgeous. But it does have stretch, look. So some stretch, and as you stretch though, this is going to be a little more sheer if you're really stretching through the bust area. You can see what I'm saying to you right here. So wear a neutral under here, a black if you get black, a beige if you get beige. Really pretty sweater, and just nice fitting arms as well. Space through here. And again, with jeans, this looks really nice with wide leg jeans. You know how they're high-waisted up here and you want to bring something down a little bit, and then you have the wide leg jeans with the flare that goes out. That is beautiful with one of these sweaters as well. And yes, it does come in on the waist. I should say it comes down and then it does a little poof. So that's a little piece I forgot to say, but beautiful. And I'm going to go right into a different sweater. This one is so cute because it's not peplum, but it has a ruffle. So a different little bottom on here, little cutesy. You could wear this one buttons. You could wear this one unbuttoned. The material's a little bit different on here. I'm going to bring that up for you. So whereas that one was kind of more soft and it looked almost like a ribbing, this one is a little different, and you can see the material right here. I don't know how clear you could see it. Do you see this? So like it's a little raised texture right here. This is soft in between. It's really a beautiful sweater and has stretch to it as well. And I'm going to put this in my arm so I can actually show you that. And here are the cuffs on here. This is really pretty with a pair of jeans or a skirt. Would I be putting this under a blazer? No, because it has its own little ruffle. It's its own statement piece all on its own. Then you have your buttons down the front. They're coordinating colors right to the sweater itself. This is what it looks like from the back. I did put this with a pair of, did put this with a beautiful pair of jeans. They were a little more snug fitting at the top and then dropped to kind of be more of the wide baggy through here. It did look right. And then I threw on Chelsea's with it because that was just easy. And that was a more casual outfit whenever I was trying to style this up and see what I really liked with it. But this could easily go with heels or even a pair of your ankle booties with more of a kitten heel on them to kick it up, or flats. There's just so many ways you can style this sweater. It's just going to be whatever outfit you're wearing will be how you style it. But it does have options. It does work really well with jeans, and it looks really cute with like I said, the high-waisted, more snug fitting to here, a little more baggy with a wide leg down here. But because the ruffle is there, I didn't want to stack something flowy up here with something flowy here too, so it wouldn't, you know, so all work together. But that's just my opinion on that one. Now this one is a little more tight fitting. It is is a little more slim fitting. It has a really nice silhouette, but it is slender and it is running true to size, but it is definitely bust driven when ordering. I had this on with white pants, a pair of black heels. It looks extraordinary. So winter white, you could mix up with it, but there's a lot of ways to wear this. If you're looking for like a more snug fitting sweater for your skirts, your pencil skirts, your regular skirts, your dress pants, this one will be that kind of like generic catch-all for you. And it's just very pretty. So you have the scalloping on here, which is just beautiful. And then you have I'm going to call it a crew boat because it's really not long enough side to side to be a true boat neck, but it's big enough that it is. You can wear this button. You can wear it unbuttoned. It has, I'm going to call this just regular cardigan material. Maybe it's a little more stiff than cardigan. The boots. Oh, we could talk about the boots. Yeah, give me a second. I'll go back to the boots. So you have really nice stretch on the material. This is more your cardigan like the true cardigan. But underneath here, the way that it's running, if you're looking at your normal size, I did have I put on a fitted, I don't know, was it a body wear? I can't always think of the name of it. I just wanted to be more snatched through up here, and I didn't want it to interfere with the sweater, and I didn't want it to look, so it does work with a layer under it, but I would say if you're planning on layers, you may want to bump up. It just really depends on the fit that you want. And the boots, Kelly, I have another live in like an hour. I'm going to show those boots then, but they are very comfortable, and they are on that particular carousel. So this is really pretty sweater, super comfortable, more fitting. Out of all the sweaters I've showed you, this one fits the most to the body. It's more slenderizing in its look. So those are the pieces there. We looked at that, and I think, is that one here? We did those. Yes, so those are the few pieces that I have for you today with the ZESICA. Any of the pieces that are down in the carousel, click me a little note there and I will go back through them for you. And again, if you haven't given me a follow, please do that. I'm an Amazon influencer, and when I go live, they'll notify you that I'm going live, so that you know, and I do show a bunch of different styles in clothing and home items as well. So I also apologize for all the interruptions today. I'm not sure what's going on. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, have a great weekend. I have another Amazon live coming up. I hope I see you guys in about an hour.